I'm Prerna Lotlikar, and alongside my co-host, Siddharth Saraf, we are thrilled to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you at the third annual conclave of the Global Chamber of Saraswath Entrepreneurs. Along this journey, we also foster long-lasting relationships and friendships within the vibrant Saraswath Brahman community. Together, we are not just creating opportunities, we are cultivating a supportive system where everyone can thrive. Inspired by the remarkable success stories of accomplished GSB leaders and driven by the belief that together we can achieve greatness, the Global Chamber of Saraswath Entrepreneurs was founded on the 12th of September 2019 by the visionary and dynamic CA Siddharth Sinkar.
So what began as a small gathering of like-minded entrepreneurs in Mumbai has now blossomed into an 850-member community. In addition to this annual conference, we regularly host various seminars, workshops, and masterclasses focusing on skill building, team dynamics, investment strategies, MSME growth, international expansion, and working capital management. Our members also regularly have meetups in cities like Panji, Mumbai, Thane, Hubli, Sirsi, Mangalore, Dandeli, Kundapur, Karkala. Amongst our standout initiatives are the quarterly marquee events, such as the Inspiration from a Saraswath Beacon, where industry leaders share their uplifting success stories to inspire others. We recently celebrated the success of our inaugural Finance and Legal Conference, with the second edition scheduled in December 24. This year, we also launched the unique Saraswath Kalakar event, showcasing the exceptional talents of artists within the community. Furthermore, we forged partnerships with esteemed institutions such as the SS Dempo College of Commerce and Economics in Goa, Vidya Vikas Mandal's Damodar College, Sridora Kakulo College of Commerce and Management Studies in Mapsa, the R.P. Gokte College of Arts and Science, and R.V. Zoglekar College of Commerce in Ratnagiri.
Each of us stands to gain immensely, and if you haven't started already, from the collective research, reach, knowledge, and strength within our community. Together, we can elevate our professional journeys and make a meaningful impact on society as a whole. This is a powerful concept that resonates with everyone and continues to grow stronger each day. Today, as we gather for our third annual conclave, I'm excited to unveil our carefully curated agenda and introduce our esteemed speakers who will be sharing their insights with us. Our goal is to elevate this tradition year after year, and we envision even grander events in the future. However, achieving this vision requires the blessings of the Almighty and the unwavering support of our vibrant community. I urge each of you to connect, interact, and network as much as possible on this day. Let us harness the power of unity and enjoy the benefits of being part of this remarkable community together. I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to the sponsors. Also, a big thank you to everyone who's been tirelessly working behind the scenes for the past few months to make this conclave a remarkable success. Now, without further ado, I would warmly welcome each and every one of you, my dear fellow community members who have made their journey to Goa to be here with us. Your presence enriches this gathering, and we are thrilled to have you.
Sadgama आमगेलोटू ख्यात लेख परिशोधक श्री एस नायक मम्माला सून CA प्रतीक्षा पै आणि असाची आंगेलागी उल्लोव्या आणि सारस्वत चेंबर हाज्या डायरेक्टर जावन ह्या सगळे कार्यक्रमांतू ह्या कार्यक्रम यशस्वी जावला त्यांनी एक हॉट रीतीच्या प्रयत्न तांकां ह्या कार्यक्रमांतू इतले वर्सां लागून आत्ता कसा विंगड दिसला कसा चेंजेस दिसला म्हणून निमगोव्या नमस्कार कसा म्हणता
सो तुम्ही आमगेले 3 वर्स दाखून ह्या ग्लोबल कॉन्क्लेव पळोवन अशा पुरो फर्स्ट इयर कसं आशिल्लें म्हळ्यार पॅनल डिस्कशन्स आशिल्ले विंगड विंगड ऑन्टरप्रिनर्स जाल्या सेकंड इयर म्हळ्यार लास्ट इयर बेंगलोरांत आमी WKC आनी UK एंड को ಒಟ್ಟು मेळून एक कॉन्क्लेव करतना थंय फॅमिली बिझनेससा विशयी सेकंड जनरेशन एम्प्लॉई सेकंड जनरेशन ऑन्टरप्रिनर्स मागीर तशीच वेरियस सक्सेसफूल ऑन्टरप्रिनर्स तांगेल आमी एक्सपिरियन्स लायफ जर्नी पुरा आयकला ह्या वर्स कसं ना म्हण सांगच्या गेल्यार ह्या वर्साचे पुरे सेशन्स आस पळय एक नमने कॉर्पोरेट ऑन्टरप्रिनर ट्रेनिंग आसता पळय कॉर्पोरेट एम्प्लॉई ट्रेनिंगाचे आमी ऑन्टरप्रिनर्सांक केला अशें हाव टू स्केल अप आनी केलो मोटिवेशनल सेशन्स हाव टू थिंक बिग म्हण एक इकिगाय म्हण आशिल्लें मागीर एक फायनान्साचे ऑफकोर्स एक सेशन आशिल्लें प्लस योगेश करिकुर्वे तांणी एक मस्त मोटिवेटिंग प्लस एन्थुजियास्टिक सेशन केल्लें सो इट वॉज अगेन अ व्हेरी डिफरंट टायप सारस्वत चेंबर आस पळय आमगेले ओनली गोल इज दॅट आमगेले सारस्वत जन जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन कोण येता पळय तांणी जॉब सीकर जावचे न्हय जे तांणी जॉब प्रोवायडर जावका तांणी लिडर जावका म्हणाले सो कशी पूण एक ऑन्टरप्रिनरशिपाचे एक कसन एक फिलींग आस पळय तें एक जनाल भितर हाडोवका म्हणून अँड तशी आमी यंगस्टर्स आनी पुराय आतां मोटिवेट करता आसाची ऑन्टरप्रिनर डेव्हलपमेंट प्रोग्राम करचार आसाचे आमी सो ह्या एक एन्युअल कॉन्क्लेवा कसं जात म्हळ्यार ग्लोबली जन एक कडेन मेळटाची राहुल लाड म्हूण एकलो तो जर्नलिस्ट तो लंडनात दाखून 3 वर्स दाखून येता आसा सो फॉर आर कॉन्क्लेव एक नमने रथोत्सवा कशी पुराय जन येता पळय तशी मेंबर्स ह्या कॉन्क्लेवा खातीर येताची सो ताजे खातीर पुराय ऑन्टरप्रिनर्साची विंगड विंगड तांणी प्रवीणान म्हळ्यार बरी केलो जन स्टॉलवर्ड्स केलो जन स्टेबल म्हळ्यार मिड लेवल केलो जन बिगिनर्स सो कशी आमी एकल्या वॉट इज ईच पर्सन्स रोल्स रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज त्यावेळी आमी आज डिस्कस केल्या एक स्टॉलवर्ट म्हळ्यार कसं कोरेत एक कम्युनिटी खातीर स्टेबिलायज्ड जनान म्हळ्यार मिड लेवल जनान कसं कोरेता बिगिनर्सान कसं कोरेता अशी ह्या पुरे डिस्कशन्स जाला आज
सो चेंज आसा पण मस्त यूज जाला म्हण दिसता की
डेफिनेटली म्हळ्यार सेम त्यांची पॅनल डिस्कशन त्यांची पुरे करचे बदला कसं की डिफरंट एक कोर न्हू पळय जनरली तुमी पळय कॉर्पोरेट एम्प्लॉईज आसता पळय तांकां तात्तवळी ट्रेनिंग सेशन मोटिवेटिंग सेशन पुराय जाता आसता बट ऑन्टरप्रिनर्साक आमकां कशी करता आसता डेली त्यांच्या ऑफिसा वचचे त्यांची काम करचे घरा येवचे एक मोटिवेटिंग फॅक्टर म्हूण आसना आतां जॉब आशिल्ल्यांक प्रमोशन्स आनी मेळटा तेवूय एक मोटिवेटिंग फॅक्टर ऑन्टरप्रिनराक तेवूय आसना सो असल एक कडेन येवन आमी एटलिस्ट बिट्स अँड पीसस एक असल सेशन्स आनी पुराय पळयतनाच पळय आमी एक रिन्यूड थिंकींग ब्रॉडर थिंकींग आनोवपाक मागशी वताची घरा वतना अँड त्या पुराय आमी एप्लाय करूं ट्राय करताची
थँक्यू व्हेरी मच
थँक्यू सो मच आनी यूथ ऑफ GSB का म्हाका बदल मस्त थँक्स सांगता नरेश अण्णाने आमकां मस्त सपोर्ट केला आमगेले सारस्वत चेंबराक हें तुमगेले फर्स्ट न्हय न्हू कितले की इव्हेंट्स तुमी आमगेले कवर केलेलो आसा सो केन्नाय आमगेले अशी यूथ ऑफ GSB न आमगेले ओटू आसका म्हणून विश करता होप करता आनी तुमी आसाचीची इता म्हळ्यार सुमार आमगेले सारस्वताच्या रिलेटेड प्लॅटफॉर्म्स आसा पळय पुरे जनान तांकां एक कॉमन ग्राउंड्सार वट्टू काम केल्यार इट बिकम्स एवरी ह्या प्लॅटफॉर्माच्या एक ह्यूज लेवलार वता सो त्या तुमगेले कडच्यान तुमी होडपण दाखयला आनी तुमी पर्टिक्युलरली काली सकाळतुल्यान तुमी तुमगेले कॅमेरामॅन पुराय कितले एफर्ट घाला तुमी आमी पळयला सो थँक्स मस्त थँक्स
धन्यवाद
In June, this extraordinary ice cream was made with just 2 things: milk, fruit, and sugar. That's all. Originality is also discovering the new, like the Temi coconut ice cream. As the success spread, the number of stores also did. So did the name of Mr. Raghunandan Kamath, the ice cream man of India. Or should we dare say, the ice cream superman of India.
Mr. Siddharth Sinkar, the director of the Saraswath Chamber of Commerce. He's a fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and has been a practicing chartered accountant for the past 24 years. Having offices in Mumbai and Dubai, he has been conducting various consulting avenues for SMEs, large corporates, banks, NGOs, and also has been the founding director of the Saraswat Chamber of Commerce. Under his leadership, we now complete 5 years to this chamber.
Shri Mahalsa Narayani Devyai Namaha. To all the dignitaries over here and all my Saraswat community members, my Saraswat community family. I welcome you on behalf of Board of Saraswat Chamber and all the members of the Saraswat Chamber who have been tirelessly working to make this conclave successful since over a month now. So I'm standing on behalf of all of them and I welcome you all. We have completed recently fifth anniversary on 12th September. So can we have a round of applause for Saraswat Chamber to have completed 5 years? Friends, let me tell you that this is a special moment for all of us today to celebrate this occasion, have this conclave in this Mahalsa Narayani temple. Frankly, generally as a business conclave, you don't see these things happening in the temple premises. But then this is where our Saraswat mentality came. So I'm very proud to share that one of my colleague from the board, who's of course a director, who's of course from Goa, and Aniruddha Valalkar, he pursued it that if it has to happen, it has to happen in one of the Kuladaiva temples in Goa only. Because we all are Saraswats first and then we are entrepreneurs. And why we are here today? Because we are proud Saraswats. It's not just Saraswats. We are not coming here to just exchange business cards. We are here to celebrate that we as a rich community have a rich heritage, and if we come together, we can achieve a big milestones. So having a growth level mindset is important, but at the same time, being connected to the roots is equally important. And today we started with Saraswati Vandana. After that, we had a Kalakar performance. This performance where we thought of this, that we want to have a Devicha Jagar. मराठीमध्ये आमच्याकडे समर्थ रामदास स्वामींनी सांगितलंय की सामर्थ्य आहे चळवळीचे, परंतु त्याला भगवंताचे अनुष्ठान पाहिजे. म्हणजे तुम्ही कितीही मोठे व्हा, परंतु जर तुम्ही भगवंताला विसरलात तर तुम्ही कुठेही जाऊ शकणार नाहीत. आणि ॲज अ सारस्वत वी सर्टनली रिस्पेक्ट दीज व्हॅल्यूज. आपले स्वामीजीज, वी हॅव 5 मठs within Saraswat community. So I have taken the blessings of all the Swamijis, and we are proud that even the Swamijis know that this divine work is being carried on by all the people over here.
So I have the role of the opening batsman. So good morning, welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for coming in such large numbers. We are extremely happy to see a house full. Two, three things were crossing my mind when आम्ही दिवे लायताले तेन्ना. The Divli was giving us a message. Can you guess what it is? It is saying you need to work harder. The Saraswat Samaj needs to work harder so that we work together and become better. It was not ready to accept the light easily. It says you need to work harder. So please remember this. So I am just sharing a few thoughts and lot of requests. Okay, I will make it more as a conversation. It is not a speech. I am going to talk straight from my heart, and this is a request to all. Mache laksh deun, see what you can do about what I am putting as an argument in front of you. Okay, so we are talking about networking, and we talk about networking as connecting people. Networking is actually connecting people to people, which we are doing today. It is about connecting people with ideas, and most importantly, connecting people with opportunities. What we are trying to do here is, we have to arrange ourselves and use Saraswat Chamber as a platform where we not only connect, become good friends, but also see how we can get each other opportunities and make good out of it. But why Saraswat Chamber? Why? I've been asked this question a lot of times. My answer is, why not? So the basic theme of Saraswat Chamber is connecting the community through commerce. So commerce is something where everybody has vested interest. आपलो फायदो सगळ्यांक जाय. So what do? We use commerce and connect the community so that it becomes stronger. And there are a lot of positive benefits of this. There are people who will come together. People have jobs, people have businesses. There are alliances which are there. There are a lot of other personal problems which can be solved if the community is strong. We strongly believe in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Though we are a community-based chamber, we strongly believe that we have to become stronger to serve the world. Unless we become, and there are shining examples of Saraswat across the world who have been examples of what performance professionals and businessmen can do. We were fortunate to have one of the entrepreneurs from US who has built 3 enterprises and sold them in US. Unfortunately, lot of the new generation is seeking jobs. We want to encourage them, we want to give them a helping hand and encourage them to come and start enterprises. We should be job givers, not takers. So what is the situation in the world today? Because सगळी बरी भाषण दिवपा बरी. Finally we have to do a reality check. Lot of wars going on. There is AI which is knocking at our door. And the way the world is operating, I feel, is about to change. It cannot go on like this. There are a lot of jobs which will just go off. There is a lot of turmoil in the world. So what? So what do we do now? It is very important that in such crises, we come together, put our heads together, organize ourselves, see how we can support each other, and figure out in this problem, where is that opportunity lying which we can together capitalize on. So Saraswat Chamber, what does it want to do? It wants to organize. We are talking of concepts like value streaming, where suppose there are 10 people in construction. How can we arrange ourselves where if we identify an opportunity, we handhold and guide each other. My argument always has been, there is nothing called as free lunch. We have to be a merit-based society. I always say this in most of the forums. We don't want reservation. We are a community of deservation. We don't need this reservation. So we have to work together and challenge our people that you will not get business just because you are a Saraswat. I would not give. Rather, I will spend a little extra time challenging him, helping him to become better. And I think that is the only sustainable thing. So I will talk about excellence. Because Saraswat brains are compared to the best in the world. We are most of the time compared to Jews. So we should seek nothing but excellence. Excellence in terms of achieving patents, being the best in the world. I was talking to the committee at Mardol and I was requesting them that why do we not think of Sansthan where we become the shining example of green management in the world. The best religious place in the world for green management. So I feel our wish list should be of excellence. But I came across a nice definition and I thought I will share it with you. There is a professor in South Argentina, Connor Neal. He talks about excellence as a formula. And I'll very quickly share it with you. He says excellence is nothing but a sum total of good intentions. Unless you have strong intentions, nothing will happen. Excellent intentions need to be followed by preparation. Unless you prepare, you break down that intention and make steps, you can't get there. But the most important ingredient is what comes next, practice. So you will fail. Problem with all of us is, one time we fail, 2 times we fail, we give up. Important thing is, I remind a lot of time my colleagues in office. बचपन में जब चलते थे, 2 बार गिर गए, चलना छोड़ दिया, you would have been lying on your bed today. We have forgotten our skills from the childhood. We should recollect those and not give up. I want to talk about the crab mentality. Sorry to bring a crab to the temple. So, typically Saraswats are accused of crab mentality. I gave it a new spin. Crab is nothing but cultivating relationships for advancing business. That is what Saraswat Chamber should do. We can take a lot of inspiration from the ants. What does ant show? You leave some sugar anywhere, ants are the first to find it. We should learn to smell opportunities from ants. Ant is capable of lifting 9 times its weight. How can we come together and take contracts, projects, business deals, which are much bigger than our capacity working together? That should be our idea. What do we have to learn from the geese? There is a very famous V formation the geese fly in. Normal geese तर एक 10 मीटर होता. The geese flying in V formation can go 17 meters. So why can't we learn to form a V formation? These are some thoughts I want to leave. Don't leave these thoughts. Think about it. The only answer you have to give is, what can I change? We all have opinion. Modi should do this. Barack Obama should do this, and everybody else should do this. My question to you is very simple. Ask yourself, what can I do? Copyright. This is a different kind of a copyright. I want to share 2 examples. One is Jito and the other is Dalit Chamber of Commerce. We pride as being intelligent, but I have one very bad example to give you all. We don't rank anywhere. You see how the Jains are organized. And we should not be jealous. We should be extremely happy to see somebody doing well, but also feel challenged that how can we do better. So Jito is a shining example how you can build together and share businesses. Dalit Chamber, I was surprised to read, has organized 28 chapters across India. And they have collectively built a fund where they are funding their new entrepreneurs. What can we learn from them? My way of dealing with things is, we learn and do even better. The need of the hour is collaboration. I have been with Chamber for a long time now, almost 2-3 years, quite active. What I am realizing is we have more than 100 organizations, Saraswat organization, temple organizations, committees, all kinds of things. But we are not willing to come on one platform. How can we put this jigsaw puzzle together? If all these committees, all the temples, all the associations come together and we form one group where how do we focus on the common ground rather than the differences? एकटा येवपा आयल्यार प्रत्येकाची differences आसतली. The husband and wife also doesn't agree. My wife is smiling there. So every organization will have difference. The key to success is how do we focus on what is common? Very, very critical, we put aside the differences and work on the common for the larger good. Now this is my request. We have 3 layers. We have the stalwarts, we have the stable businesses, the middle layer, and then there are beginners. Have 3 roles to play. My request to all the stalwarts is, we need 2 things. We need a place in your heart, a place in your mind, and that attitude of giving back. The stable businesses have a double role, people like me. We have to connect the stalwarts with the beginners and work to make this happen. And the beginners should come forward and approach all of us so that we are more than willing to help. This is an open invitation. Please send my message to all beginners. Come and approach us. We are there to help you. So what is the agenda? Enough of this. So Saraswat Chamber has been working, and now gradually we are realizing that this needs to be structured. This needs to be done in a formal manner so that this can be scaled. So definitely an app is coming soon so that we are easy to give opportunities, take opportunities, collaborate. We are looking for a CEO because if the day-to-day running is there, the number of programs you are conducting, and this needs to be done professionally. We have set a benchmark in terms of the quality of programs you are doing. So if we want to take to the next level, very critical that we have a professional organization doing the activities. Channel, we are thinking of collaborating with some organizations so that we create a platform where all programs like this are covered and the message of what developments are happening in our society goes to each of the members. We are thinking of building a fund. For the slide behind which went, we need to create a fund where my opinion is this should be purely on commercial basis. we should not at no point of time think of anything which is not merit based. हमारा कल्चर ही ऐसा होना चाहिए कि whatever the Saraswat will do, it will be based on merit. We want to create a business bureau. This has been informally going on, where anybody needs any help. But today we are doing it on best ability basis. What we want to do is, we want to have a structured setup where commercially that person will get the help to solve his problems. I am talking of a silver board. For me, the silver board is, we have a lot of brilliant professionals who have retired or who have taken a break from their corporate careers. What we want to request to them is, you come with a wealth of knowledge and experience and a network. How do we connect these people to young organizations where they get the guidance and the path to grow? This is very, very critical. And exceptional performers are there. They only have to make maybe half an hour, 1 hour a week. There is a big announcement, but I leave that to Siddharth to make at the end, so that you all wait the whole day to listen to it. See, the ideas are cheap. There are a lot of ideas which will come. And everybody has an idea. Like I said some time back, we give Modi also so many ideas. Finally, what matters is the last line. It is the execution which matters. Rest is zero value according to me. So this is a very famous quote. I tweaked it a little bit. I said, country ko hata do, John Kennedy ko hata do, community So the jigsaw puzzle actually is the ownership. Saraswats don't need to be told what to be done. You just have to be having the ownership. Ki, I want to do something for my community. My request to everybody in the hall, spend half an hour every week for the community, whatever way you believe, and automatically magic will start happening. The heart and the mind, we need space here. I don't think money is a constraint. I want to happily share this. I am seeing a huge change in the last 2-3 years I am working. This time, we are very grateful to the sponsors. Most of them have called themselves and said, we want to be a part of this, we want to give you some support. I think we should all clap for the sponsors. This is the most important thing. We have this habit of procrastination. कुछ तो करना चाहिए, हम आगे जाके कुछ करेंगे. There is no आगे, अभी करना है. Right? So I will end by a very famous quote by Vivekanand, that we should make it our goal, that we will all decide to work together on the common ground so that we make a difference. And to that I add my famous quote. Zaina Shekaina. Thank you.
if you see the contribution as Saraswat's has been noteworthy. Let me start by thanking the organizers. Saraswat Chamber actually came to me almost 3 to 4 years back, and I remember Siddharth coming to me and talking about it. And like all Saraswats are, we are not very gung-ho. I thought that this will be a big failure, but I didn't say it in front of Siddharth, and I said, my best wishes and you please do it. But hats off to this group. And I know a couple of people from Goa like Praveen who is standing here, Anirudh, Valalkar. All these guys really, really worked hard. And we see the fruits today that, all of us are gathering and discussing topics of mutual interest. How do we really take this Saraswat legacy forward? Much of what I wanted to say has been covered in the earlier topic in terms of how an individual should look at a business venture. I only would like to reiterate that when you run your business, you should keep your ego by the side. I think this thing about me and myself sometimes kills a lot of your leadership initiative. And I talked about this in Bangalore, but I'll give you a small example for those who did not attend the Bangalore convention last year. In our group, when my father passed away, we have about 7 or 8 businesses in our group. And I was evaluating and dissecting every business. And I said, let me take a hard, because the earlier generation had a lot of emotional connect with the business. For me, my emotional connect is only my family. If somebody gives me 1 rupee more than what I value my own business, I would sell the business and get into a new business. I think business is to be looked upon practically. And I said, which businesses will I keep and which businesses will I grow? And I found a not so strategically fitted business to us, which was earlier a joint venture with Glaxo. And it was in the food processing business. And I said, what will Dempos do in food processing? We are too small to build a brand of our own like Hindustan Lever and Procter & Gamble and Britannia and all. And I said, best is to sell it off. So I commissioned some merchant bankers. At that time, one of my friends who was studying in Cornell, he said that there's another of his colleague from Cornell who is already in the contract manufacturing business. And he said that, let me talk to him and see if he's interested. So he came promptly and he said, yeah, this is of interest to me. I will pay you 15 crores for the plant, which was a fair valuation. And he said that I will buy it out. And then I said, what are you doing? He said, no, my father has recently taken over the Lakme business of Tata's, which was with, which went to Hindustan Lever. And Hindustan Lever said, it's too small for me, but you run it and you supply the products. We will market it. So, and the venture that I'm talking about was a listed company. Then I met this guy and I saw a unique passion in him. What was mentioned earlier. This guy had passion, he had dreams. He talked to me about how big the contract manufacturing industry can be in India. And mind you, that time, the market cap of this company that I'm talking to you, which the Dempos owned, was about 40 to 60 crores. And I was owning 70%. So when I started talking to this guy, I found that excitement in him. I said, why do I sell the whole thing? I said, let me work out one way. Get him into the public listed entity, which is our Dempo entity, and make him a majority because he was getting more assets than mine. And let us jointly take this business together with he being the major partner. I don't want to give the whole story because time is too short. But as we sit, that time, 12 years back, the market cap of that company was 70 crores. Today it's 7,000 crores in 12 years. So you can imagine 2 things that was done. I left my ego by the side and I had the humility to say that he can manage the plant better than me. And I created value for our group. Now, I'm not taking the credit for this. 99.99% credit goes to him. But what I'm coming to is I had the risk-taking ability to partner with him. It could have gone either way. He could have made a disaster of the plant. He could have made a disaster of the company. But I think somewhere down the line, I think Saraswats are a little conservative. And by all means, you should be conservative. Let not us face NPA issues, credit worthiness with the banks. But I think down the line, we have to open our mindset because we are very concerned about our legacy, our credibility, which is absolutely fine. But I think now is the time that our youngsters should dream. Okay. And I think there are times when now processes, as he said, should take over people. I'll tell you what I'm doing in my group. Today I'm 55 years of age. I got 2 daughters. Okay. And my wife also looks after our newspaper business. As I am in my 55th year, I am planning for my retirement at the age of 60. Now, how many of us have the courage to retire? Okay. And it's a family business. I don't need to do it. You know, there's no need for me to step down at 60. And I'm not even counting that, you know, as of today, that my 2 daughters will run the business. I say, how do you make these businesses ready without you to run? So that you continue to be shareholders, you get in management, you get in systems, you get in processes. But I think the time has come now to look at issues like this. I meet many SMEs, as he says. I meet a lot of SMEs owned by Saraswath. I say, why don't you list your company in the SME listing? He says, no, too many compliances. I say, what's wrong with compliances? You set up systems and processes, but see the power of listing. From a 70 crore, you go to a 7,000 crores in 12 years. And there are so many success stories where people don't have access to finance and they have gone ahead. So my only message would be that dare to dream, back that dream by passion, by commitment, and get people to execute your ideas. You can't do it alone. You may be very small, you can do it alone. As you grow, start trusting people, start trusting the capabilities of people. And I'm not saying 100% can be a success. Somebody asked a question, the fear of failure. I don't think you need to fear failure. If I give you one success story, but there's a time limitation, I'll give you in 3 ways I have failed. I think failure has to be taken with a lot of humility. And you need to learn from your failure, come out of it. And I have great faith, I have great trust in our younger generation of Saraswats. We are in a very exciting country. I don't think that the power of India will be, you know, at least 3x from now on in the next 10 years. We are going to be the 3rd largest economy by 27, 28, and probably in the top 2 economies by 30. So I think the whole world is looking to India. And if our younger generation doesn't take advantage, we are a minority, I don't say no. But within the minority, we are a minority with brains. And we have that culture in us, we have that legacy in us to take things forward. So my best wishes, particularly to all the younger generation, work hard and keep all the Saraswats proud. And you know, we are all putras of Saraswati. So we have knowledge behind us. Use that knowledge to really catapult your business into something much bigger. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
So our first thanks is to our gods. Also, we thank the Mahalasa Narayani Sausthan Mardol for providing us this beautiful venue where we could conduct our conclave. Our heartfelt thanks to all the Swamijis of the 5 mutts, that is the Gokarna Mutt, Kaule Mutt, Kashi Mutt, Chitrapur Mutt and Daboli Mutt, because our Swamijis have bestowed their utmost ashirwads on us. Before the conclave, we have met all the Swamijis and taken their blessings. So our thanks to the Swamijis as well. We thank all the Kuldaivat Samsthans of Goa for arranging our monthly meetings. Next, it is told that any organization can grow only with proper collaboration and hand-holdings with other organizations and institutions. We also want to thank all those institutions with whom we have our MOUs. They are DEMPO institutions, GIM, AIC NITTE, Damodar College, Saraswath College, GVM, Maharshi Adhyatma Spiritual University. It is said that to undertake and organize any conclave, finance is the lifeblood of any event. We want to thank all our sponsors today, starting with Saraswat Bank, SVC Cooperative Bank Limited, Indoco Remedies, Abharan Jewelers Udupi, Southern Gas, Entored Pharmaceuticals, Naturals Ice Cream, Sumit Group, Structwell, Nanu Group, Terminal Banquets, Airtex Premier, Trayam, Kamath Reality and Viva Goa. We want to thank IMA Ponda for the medical support, Goa Fire Department for the emergency support, Traffic Cell of Ponda and Police Station of Mardol. Next, I want to thank our event manager, Upendra Pai Raikar. He told me that his company is called Conquer Event Management, but I will tell that Upendra Pai Raikar is a magician. Not only event manager, he is a magician. Those of you who have seen this venue before it had become like this, you will know if you have come to this temple, this looks very different, and I was seriously thinking, how can we have the event here? But Upendra Pai Raikar has completely transformed this venue, and huge thanks to you, Upendra. Any conclave, more than the people attending it, we always love that people who may not have attended it for various reasons, it should reach them as well. So I would like to thank Youth of GSB, Paritosh Pai Photography, Akhil Kenkre Photography, Sanjeev Dukale of Sun Vision for covering our event and covering all the aspects of the event, not only today but yesterday also, so that it can benefit the entire community, the entire Samaj, and people will be able to view this wherever they are from at the ease of their own spaces. Thank you so much. Even though Siddharth has thanked, I would again like to thank the organizing committee at Goa. Guys, you have set the standard very high for us. For the rest of us from other cities, Goa has set a very high standard. And now the next conclave is at Bangalore, the MSME and Startup Conclave. And from yesterday, my tension more than conclave is how will we ever catch up with the energy and the standard set by the Goan team. So thank you to the Youth of GSP. Yeah. So thanks a lot, Goa. You have been wonderful hosts. When we came from Bangalore, we didn't have to have any tension for anything. Everything was beautifully handled. We just had to get ready, look our best, and be on time wherever we were required. So, and also, thanks to all the volunteers of other cities who have worked hard to get registrations, get stalwarts from their respective cities as well. Thank you, everyone. And last but not the least, today's program would have been incomplete without all our kalakars and our speakers. So I want to thank all the kalakars and speakers of today who made the event even much more memorable and even much more different. Because every year when we do our annual conclave, till now I have noticed one thing. Every year we have been doing something different. Every year, and that is such an impossible record actually, but every year our conclaves have been very different theme, very different organization, and I'm so proud of all the kalakars and speakers. And finally, the Sutradhar of today's events, who kept it all wonderfully stitched together, our comparers for today, Siddharth and Prerana. Thank you so much. And Vinayak. So thank you so much for beautifully blending it and for also seeing to it that it is ending on time, even though it didn't start on time. So thanks a lot for that. That is the most challenging job of an MC, and thank you so much for that. Finally, thanks to one and all present here. You came to this conclave by thinking that Saraswath Chamber is our own, your own, and having that feeling of ownership. So thank you one and all. And this is it for this evening. This is me signing off.